Hi, Vicki here of ChakraBoosters.com, the creator of the Chakra Life Cycle System. And I'm coming to you today from the Côte d'Azur on the Riviera in France. Particularly, I'm in a medieval town called Haute de Cagny, which is above Cagny-sur-Mer. And the reason I'm here is because this fits so perfectly in talking to you about your 8th chakra life cycle. And this is a cycle that I'm in right now, and it's near and dear to my heart because I've come to have so much understanding about it over the last few years through my clients, and it's such a huge point in our lives because it turns what seems to be midlife or past midlife into a whole new rebirth, a whole new regeneration. And it also allows us a chance to re-heal, a chance to reparent. It's a perfect portal opportunity energetically to redo those earliest years where we got those base habits that may or may not be serving us very well. And I love this environment that I'm in. I'm across right now from Grimaldi Castle, Chateau, as they say here. And I have behind me all of the valleys, so you get this feeling of expanse, as well as this beautiful tree. And that's really what this period is all about, because the first chakra is the root chakra. But it looks different this time around because now you've already been through all 7 cycles. At 49, you finished doing 7 7-year cycles. At 50, you have a transition because it's a big shift. Only once, or if we're lucky, twice in our lives, if we live past 100, do we go through the 49 years, the 7 7-year cycles. So this is after that first one, and you hit 50 and you have this transition of, wow, I've come down to earth because you were high up in your 7-7, and now you're ready to start over, to build a new foundation. So at 51, it's really elegant. You're back in your 1-1. So an easy thing to remember is 51, 52, 53, 54. You'll always be in your 1-1 at 51. At 52, you're in your 1-2. At 53, you're in your 1-3. And it keeps working like that. Okay, so at 51, you're at 1-1. Which means start over, begin, root, money, career. Anything that has to do with first chakra is really powerful right now. You are going to find that you have an absolute undeniable urge to simplify, organize, and prioritize, and you've got to follow that. Now that probably started in the transition year, but it's got to mean business this year. So at the 1-1 year, absolutely reorganize, restructure your life in a way where everything that matters to you is what you put first, everything you have is organized, and everything you don't need, you've gotten rid of. And what I find is that happens a lot with relationships too. For women in particular, we're very 2-ish. We're raised to be 2-ish. We have 2-ish energy, which means we're very relational. So when we're in this 1-1 time, I find that some women break up. I find that relationships end if they aren't powerfully supportive, and it ends. It's a time for you to perhaps be alone. 1-1, one alone. One alone. So don't feel bad about it. It's a time for hard work, but this is good work, and this is good alone time. This is getting to know yourself. So if you find that you've gone through a transition where you're alone right now, that's totally normal. If you find that you want to do eternal or continual spring cleaning, that's normal. You're prioritizing, changing jobs, changing career, putting a better foundation on your finances, like deciding how you're going to live the second half of your life in that way. That's perfectly normal and wonderful. So that's the 1-1. Okay, now at 52, you go into a more feminine energy. You still got that really strong foundational masculine energy, but now you're balancing yourself a little bit, 1 and 2. So it's a time that you might call in a lover, might call in an intimate partner, or you might just really enjoy being your own lover, being your own partner, really learning more about yourself. In either case, some of that hard work and really get down to it attitude you had last year can be let go of for a little more fun, a little more juice, a little more of the va-voom. If you're creative, this is an incredibly good year because 1 is career and money and organization, and 2 is creativity. So sometimes artists can lack that foundation of 1. So if you're an artist, this is a really strong period. You can really create something out of that foundation. At 53, you go into your 1-3. What a powerful combo 1 and 3 are. It means that you can take this foundation you've been creating since 50 or 51, and you can now take action on it. So this is an action year. Don't mess around. Go out and do it. This is a year that anything that you find that you're lacking confidence in and that you really want to have confidence in, you can go out and get. So go out and create it. Take a course that gives you more confidence in that area, and definitely just take more action. That's how you get more confidence. You take action, you learn to do it better, you get more confident at it, and you take action again. So it's this wonderful circular thing that happens. All right, so 1-3 is a very powerful year. It's also a very masculine year. It's a good year to organize and have to-do lists and just get things done. 1-4 at 54, another good year of love, but more particularly this time more about family and friends and social, like really connecting with people. If you're a healer, it's a good time to get your business going better, because 1 is business and 4 is healing. You can connect with others across the globe and get into your service in a deeper way. And it may get a lot clearer too, what you want to do around service. Grounding in nature, because I find that the heart really opens in nature. So it's very much a nature year. 1-4 reminds me of nature. It just totally reminds me of nature, because you have the root, like the tree right behind me. We've got the root of the tree, and then we have the green leaves of the tree. The heart is the leaves and the growth and the joy and the connection, and the branches reaching out to other people, and the roots are the 1. So that's 1-4. Okay. At 1-5, you go back into a slight masculine energy again. I shouldn't even say slight, it could be extreme, where you begin to find your purpose. So whatever foundation you've been building now, you're building it to serve this purpose. What is your purpose? What is your truth? What is your voice? If you have any kind of job or anything you do where you're marketing, you're talking, you're expressing, you're promoting, selling, communicating, even if you're just painting, if you're dancing, if you're an artist in any way, but it's coming out at a master level, this is an incredible year for you. 1-5. And you might begin to find your purpose at this time. So if you don't have it yet, hey, it's never ever too late to really step into your purpose. So just begin to really explore this year what that is. If there's anything not truthful in your life right now, anything that you know is false, and you've just been waiting for it to break, waiting for it to fall down, you know what? It's much better to tear it down yourself. It's much better for you to just say, hey, this is no good. Every bone in my body knows this isn't true for me, and this is a time where you start over with a new truth. So if you have something in your life that isn't true, I would say destroy it. This is the year 1-5 to get a new foundation that's based on truth. And then 56, 1-6, right? Each year, each cycle is mirroring the 50s. 1-1, 51, 1-2, 52, 1-3, 53, 1-4, 54, 1-5, 55, 1-6. 56. 1-6 is coming back into yourself. I always love it when we're moving up the chakras and we get to come into the self in the 6th chakra. Find out what really matters to your higher self. It's a really good time to figure out what is your foundation around your own inner spirituality. Do you meditate? Do you pray? Do you speak with angels? What do you feel from within, and what is your feminine wisdom from within? The 6th is about insight. So you want to have a good, insightful foundation at this point. So apply your intuition to everything you've been building over the last few years and see if you're really in line with what's best for your higher self. And finally at 57, 1-7, the penultimate. You know what that means? 1 and 7 means you're in the full spread of your chakras right now. You are in your foundational 1, in the second half of your life. You're feeling like you've got your priorities, you understand what matters to you, and you've thrown away the things that don't matter. You're really getting down to what matters. And at the same time, while you're learning to work with money and the physical realm of nature and just physical things, manifest things, you're also now in your 7th. So you either are going to feel a little bit bipolar or super duper balanced. And here's how you can feel super duper balanced. Make sure you're honoring both sides. So make sure there's prayerful or sacred rituals that are going on in your life to honor the 7 of this year, and make sure you're also getting out in nature, taking care of business, paying your bills, taking care of your body, eating well, and doing all the first chakra things that make your physical body be able to experience the bliss of the 7th. So when you do both of those, you're not going to feel pulled in two opposite directions. Guess what? You're going to feel centered. And when you're centered between 1 and 7, the math will tell you you end up right in your heart. So that's what I want for you, and that's what this cycle is about. And I'm going to give you one more big key element of this cycle. This cycle, actually, I have discovered with my clients, is a portal into change. It just so happens that once we've done our 49 cycles, it's like a mirror of reflection, because we're coming around like a carousel, coming around the second time. So as you come around to your 1-1, it's as if you're this adult version, but you can have access to your 1-1 year. Okay? So anything that happened, for me, my father died when I was 1. Okay? So it happened between 1 and 2. So you can actually go back 50 years ago, something that happened that affected you, and you can do amazing amounts of healing. It's as if this door opens that has never opened before. And I could go into some stories. You'll just have to read the book if you haven't read it fully. I have several stories in there. And it's amazing to see how this happens organically. But if you know about it, I think you'll be even more prepared. So particularly the first 7 years of our life are very foundational, very challenging when it comes to changing them. So I believe 51 to 57 is your portal, the easiest time, if you're dedicated, to get back in there, reparent yourself, make the loving changes that you want that will make you feel safe and strong and founded in the world, so you can go out and live and enjoy and bring your talents and your services to everyone. Okay? So that's it. This is definitely my bias cycle. I'm so excited about this cycle, because who doesn't want to be able to do everything again, right? And do them even better and enjoy life from that new baby's perspective, but with so much wisdom. I'm Vicki Howie of the Chakra Life Cycle System, and I'm wishing you a beautiful root return. Blessings.